Hi, this is Dynamis 333. My brothers and sisters, I have proof, undeniable proof, that we are now living in the Bible text. We are living in what was said by the prophet Joel. Now, this was quoted by Peter on the day of Pentecost. Now, for the past 2,000 years, we've been living in verse 17. This is chapter Acts 2, verse 17. Let me just read it. And it shall come to pass in the last days, says God, that I will pour out of my spirit on all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your young men shall see visions. Your old men shall dream dreams. And on my men servants and on my maid servants I will pour out my spirit in those days, and they shall prophesy. Now, this is what we've been living for the past 2,000 years. Now, we're now living verse 19. I will show wonders in heaven above. Now, what specific wonders were being referred to here? Is the wonder that took place on May 26th. That's when we had the blood moon. This, if you watch one of my previous videos, I said that the month that starts God's calendar is May 26th. This was the day of the blood moon, May 26th. That's a sign in the heaven. And then on June 10, first fruits, there was the annular solar eclipse that took place on June 10. So, my brothers and sisters, that is the sign, the signs in the heavens. Let's read it. I will show wonders. That's the wonders in the heavens. I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath. Now, it mentions what these are: blood, fire, and vapor of smoke. This blood is actually being fulfilled specifically on September of this year. There was a river near the Moab, not far from where Sodom and Gomorrah is, that turned blood red. This is near Sodom and Gomorrah. I mean, if that's not a sign, I'll just show you here. Let me show you. Okay, this is this happened. I'll leave this link. The water turned blood red, and it's near a region in Moab, the area of Sodom and Gomorrah. This happened this September. The scientists might want to explain it away that it's algae or that or the other, but no, this is a sign from God. The pool is located in the modern day Jordan, but in the biblical region of Moab. My brothers and sisters, it happened in the biblical region where God sent angels to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. This turned blood red. My brothers and sisters, this is a sign. I'll link this video by Anania Naphtali in this video. So that's the sign. Blood. The river turned blood. Fire and vapor of smoke. This is nothing other than La Palma, the volcano that erupted. This is the actual volcano. It's called Cumbria. What's it called here? Let's get the name right. It's called Cumbria Vigier. This is the volcano in La Palma that erupted on the day of Pentecost, September 19. You see, and you can see the fire, the pillar of smoke. You see. So my brothers and sisters, blood, fire, and vapor of smoke. This is the volcano that erupted on the day of Pentecost. Then it says, the sun shall be turned into darkness. Again, that's referring to the June 10 first fruits, the annular solar eclipse, and the moon into blood. This is referring to May 26, the blood moon. So it mentions. So what happens is that if you look at it, it mentions this the signs on the earth first. It mentions those first, and then it mentions the sign in the sun and in the moon last. So this is where we are right now, and it says all this will happen before the coming of the great and awesome day of the Lord. Now, like I said in one of my previous videos, I'll put a link in this video, that the wrath of God has begun. It started with the eruption of the volcano in La Palma, you see. And now it says all that will happen before the coming of the great and awesome day of the Lord. This is when the wrath of God will reach its full climax. This is where the wrath of God is about to cause millions of people to perish. It's going to be earthquakes, asteroids, volcanic eruptions leading to landslides. That's why it says, whoever calls on the name of the Lord shall be saved. So this is literally calling on the Lord to save us at that time when millions of people are going to perish. So like I have to explain to people that the Lord is going to save us at the last minute. We have to call on him to save us. So if a wall of 300 feet wall of water is coming towards you, what do you do at that point? Can you run? You can't. You call on Jesus to save you. So we're already seeing the beginnings of his wrath. We know that it's going to lead to landslides. It's going to lead to asteroids are going to come down from heaven. Earthquakes are already happening. Volcanoes are erupting around the world. I mean, the Cumbria volcano is not the only one. All the many of the earthquakes are all starting to wake up. You see, it seems to be, but this Cumbria one is the one that the Lord is using as a sign. That's the one that marks the beginnings of his wrath. The beginnings of his wrath. This volcano in La Palma. First of all, there was the seismic activity. They said there wasn't going to be an eruption. And then there was an eruption on September 19. They said there wasn't going to be a landslide. Yet landslides are already beginning to happen. You know, the major one hasn't happened just yet, but the volcano is getting more and more active. You see, over the last days since September 19. So, my brothers and sisters, we are living this text right now. We are here. We are now living here. There's been blood near in Moab, not far from Sodom and Gomorrah. There's fire and vapor of smoke coming from that mountain, Cumbria mountain in La Palma. And then the signs in the heaven marking the beginning of the year that the Lord is using. This is the calendar God is using, my brothers and sisters. This is the first month. This is they put here second month, but this is God's calendar. This is the beginning of God's calendar. So if you're counting out time, this is the calendar you use, and then you count. As you can see, Pentecost is on the 4th month, which was on the 19th here. This is when the eruption took place, and then from this day forward, we saw the beginnings of the wrath of God, and it's continuing on. And we know that in the coming days, we're going to reach a point where we're going to see the wrath almost come upon us. That's when we're going to call on the name of the Lord. That's when it's going to save us. Is it going to happen today? Is it going to happen tomorrow? Is it going to happen by the by the 3rd of October? We just need to keep on looking at the heavens and look for our redemption, my brothers and sisters. So I'll leave the link to this article. I'll leave a link to the videos, and I'll leave them in the comments. So, my brothers and sisters, be encouraged. God has this, and all we have to do is have faith that he will save us. He said so. Whoever calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. This is saved as in the rapture, being changed, being raised up into heaven. This is what this is referring to. We are in Pentecost. Some people believe that we are in this is Tabernacles. It's not Tabernacles. Tabernacles is for the second coming of the Lord, 7 years down the road. We are in Pentecost now, and this is the fulfillment of that. So I hope this convinces you that the Lord's coming is imminent, days away. Have faith and be encouraged. I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.